Let's sew this beautiful v-neck Bubu Kaftan with Aso Oke. It's simple and beginner friendly. Let's get started. So we are working with this big high target of 6 years and this Aso Oke to work with. So we had to measure the full length of the gown to be 58 inches. So normally Ankara wrappers are 46 inches in length. So we are measuring our full length for the gown in the yardage direction. Okay, so just the way I did, measure 58 inches and then add 2 inches seam allowance, then cut it out, which gave us about 3 yards 12 inches total that we are working with. So I folded it into two and then flip it over like this and then folded into four, as you can see. So after folding into four, arrange it very well on the table. Then we are going to take our body measurements. So next we are going to take the neck width of 4 inches. So place your tape from the center front and mark 4 inches. After marking 4 inches, we took the back depth 2 inches and connected it to the neck width, and took the neck depth for the front 8 inches and then made a V neckline. Okay, so just the way I placed my ruler, place yours in that direction and take the neck width. Take the shoulder slant of 1 inch and connect it to the neck width. So after connecting it to the neck width, we are going to take the sleeve circumference. Since it is a Bubu Kaftan, we are making do with everything there. So the next thing, we are going to take the sleeve width of 12 inches, and then that 12 inches becomes our chest line. Okay, after marking the chest line, we divided our bust circumference 55 divided by 4, which gave us 13 1/4. So I marked 13 1/4 and added 2 inches seam allowance. And then after marking it, the next thing I did was to take the true waist length of 17. So at that line of the 17 inches, I had to mark 13 inches, which is the bust circumference divided by 4, and then added 2 inches seam allowance, connect it to the bust, and then made a curve to the sleeve. Next, we are going to arrange the material very well and then make an A line from that true waist to the hem, at the edge. Okay, just the way I did it. After that, we are going to cut what we have. You see that the gown is just so simple to make, so we are going to cut what we have. After cutting, we are going to separate the front from that of the back and then drop the neckline for the front. If you've watched up to this point, please subscribe to my channel and turn on your notification bell so that you will not miss out on any of our tutorials. So let's cut facing for the back first of all. So the leftover fabric from the side that we cut out, I had to fold it into two, then place the neckline for that of the back, and then cut exactly the neckline. After cutting, remove the gown from the interface and then give it the required shape that you want. So after cutting, we are going to cut for that of the front. So I had to use the leftover fabric again, folded into two, and then placed the front panel on top of it. So cut exactly the neckline you have and the shoulder slant as well. After that, I removed it and then made the down part a curvy shape. Okay, so after making that curvy shape, it is time for us to sew. So we are done with the cutting. So next, we are going to bring the front panel and place on the table just the way you are seeing it. We are going to place the interface on it. So right side will face each other. Arrange it very well. Use your pin to secure it. Sew the edges of the interface and then place it. Use your sewing machine to sew it. Okay, So just follow the V neckline shape and sew it. After sewing it, notch it and then top stitch, then flip it over. So this is the back side. We are going to do the same for that of the back side. We are going to fold the edges of the interface and then we are going to place it right side facing each other. So we are using our sewing machine to sew the round neck, then we'll notch it, sew it, flip it over and add. Then we are going to introduce our choke to the neckline after turning the neckline with the interface. So this is the ashoke we are going to use. We are going to place it on the shoulder. Make sure it's passes the shoulder line and then use your pin to secure it just the way I am doing. So after securing the shoulder, secure the neck area to the center. So I marked the center of the gown with a chalk, and then when you get to the midpoint, okay, the center of the neckline, the depth of the neckline, you have to fold your shoke just the way I folded it. Use your hand to press it down. You can use your steam iron to iron that part as well. So after doing that, I will do the same for the other side. Make sure the shoke passes the edge of the shoulder. Use your pin to secure it just the way I am doing it. After securing it, when you get to the midpoint, fold it again, fold this other part again at the midpoint, okay, just the way I am folding it. Fold it at the midpoint. You realize that all the lines will align, and then after that, use your iron to press it down or use your hand to press it down just the way I did. So when I see that it has intersected very well, I use my hand to press that area down to have a green line. So after doing that, I am going to use my scissors to cut that edge. Okay, so I'm going to cut the down parts so that I will be able to have the folded area to sew together as one, to have that intersection. Okay, so after cutting it, I am going to remove the pins and then I'm going to sew the center, the two lines. Okay, so flip it over to the other part. Let the green line be your guide. Use your pin to secure it. After securing it, use your sewing machine to sew that line that you've pinned. Then after sewing, iron it. Okay, so after sewing and ironing, this is what we have. See how it is looking very beautiful. Place it on the center of the neckline. Okay, just the way you placed earlier. Use your pin to secure it. After securing it, use your sewing machine to sew it. Okay, and then trim the shoulder. So after that, this is what we are having. I'm going to place right side facing each other, that is front panel and the back panel together. Then I'm going to arrange the shoulder very well. I'll use my sewing machine to sew it. Okay, I'll sew this other part as well. After that, I'll iron it, then I will bring it and show you. So after joining the shoulder, this is what we have. So the next thing we are going to do is to introduce the shoulder to the sleeve. Okay, so you can decide to fold your shoulder into two to make it shorter or make it a longer length. Okay, by adding it at the tip just the way I placed it. Use your sewing machine to sew it. Then we are going to pin it the way we did earlier to this other sleeve and then cut the excesses out. We'll use our sewing machine to sew it. I'll bring it and show you. So next we are going to fold the gown into two to get the center for the front. Okay, so just the way I have folded it into two. So after folding, arrange the two sleeves very well. Our main point is to get the center front for the front panel. Okay, so after folding to get the midpoint, we have the belt we've already sewn that we're going to use for the inner belt. So the next thing we are going to do is to take the half length from the shoulder. So from the shoulder point we mark 17 inches. So at that line of 17 inches from the midpoint we marked 7 inches. Then we had to chalk that area. Next, turn the gown to the wrong side. Okay, so after turning it to the wrong side, the part that we use our chalk to mark, place your belt around that area, pin it, use your sewing machine to sew. Do the same for the other parts, after which we are going to fold the sleeve. Okay, so join the two sleeves, sew it, sew the edges all the way down and then fold the downside 1.5 and another 1.5. Iron it very well. Our model will wear it for us to see. So the final outcome of this gown is so beautiful and my clients like it very well. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and give this video a huge thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel and watch the next video on your screen to learn more from Lois Ada's sewing tutorial.